We are binge warmers. How you doing, Steven? You doing good? Not really?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. I didn't know where to go with that. I'm not good at improvisation.
Okay. Well, get better, scrub.
Yeah. Welcome back, guys. As you may have heard from that awesome little jingle we just did, we are the Binge Warmers. I'm Steven.
My name is Will, and we are two friends that don't kiss. We don't kiss, okay? There's been some rumors. But I've never once kissed this man. He's got cold sores. Anyway, we watched Ben 10. That's what I meant to say. And we have a great time doing it.
Out me for my...
I would never kiss you. Ew.
You're disgusting.
You foul creature.
Medically.
You're disgusting medically. Like doctors diagnose you disgusting. Anyway.
Yeah, so we're back. We're on season 2, episode 1.
We're on season 2 finally.
I know, dude. That's huge.
It feels like we're taking another step. I guess we've got all this other content we're booking.
We're churning out.
Yeah,
So
so
we got Iron Man coming out.
Iron Man's coming out. It'll have already been out by the time
it
comes out.
Because it comes out last Friday.
Like 2 Fridays ago.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, it's been out.
We're really just getting it, yeah. Anyway, so, it's season 2. We find out a lot about, different characters, and there's, some new interesting characters that we get introduced to.
We see some struggles with Gwen.
Oh, yeah, Gwen is really on one
Honestly,
this episode.
Just kind of annoying, really, if we're being honest.
Well, I don't know. I understand where she's going. It's kind of like...
I guess, but, as a 10-year-old, I'd be mad, but in retrospect, you're 10.
Right.
These things that are discussed, you're not. If we never find the watch, it's not your place to know these things at 10 years old.
Well, I mean, I don't does anyone ever know? Like, does Max's son? Like, we know. I know we talk a lot about we've talked about it before. Like,
yeah.
Does Max's family know that he's a plumber, or do they think he's just a deadbeat that
I'm
goes
pretty sure
off?
they said in Alien Force they talk about it.
They probably do. I kind of want to talk about it too. There's a little bit, and retcon is a very controversial word now, but I think there's
hot topic.
It's a very hot topic for some reason.
Words right there.
I don't know how we got here, but
oh,
it's all about Kevin 11. Very small, minor detail that we small detail that we don't quite agree on about later on in the show. But I think this we can pretty much agree is sort of a retcon. Like, in this episode, they say plumbers are retired, and then
oh yeah, for sure that
in Alien Force,
they're
Magister,
alive and well.
Yeah, like
they're thriving.
One of the guys comes down and he gets shot and killed. He's like the Green Lantern alien guy of Alien Force. He just comes down and dies and tells them exposition, and then and then they have to go find do whatever. Anyway, but yeah, good overall episode. I want to say this is like.
It's a good start to a new season.
It's our first introduction to plumbers, and it kind of sets up not all the plumbers were great, not all the plumbers were bad people, but Max was a plumber. Yeah, they're corrupt, whatever.
Yeah, like everything, someone's going to be bad.
Yeah. This sort of reminded me of well, let's talk a little bit more about let's kind of get into the episode.
It opens up, and this one, it's coincidentally the season finale was called Secrets, and then season premiere was called Truths. Really good play on words there. So yeah, we open up and it's a flashback of Max Tennyson and his partner Phil, their interaction with Vilgax. What he thinks is their final interaction. Vilgax is stealing nuclear warheads for some reason. He never really mentions why. He uses one as a threat to be like, "I'll blow up your city if you don't let me go." But we don't know why he's using these warheads. What he's doing with them.
I guess headcanon just to destroy the Earth or something.
Yeah, or whatever. Nukes are just nukes.
Nukes are good. Yeah, I mean,
just put them in your pocket,
especially
for a rainy
since
day.
Right. Yeah, especially since Earth is not a spacefaring planet at this point, unless there is some spacefaring stuff going on with the plumbers. We don't know about it. Yeah. But I'm assuming, I was thinking in my head, this is just an untapped resource of great weapons. Yeah. Because we can't fly spaceships and get around, but we've got nukes. You know what I mean?
We got nukes.
Steal the nukes from us.
We'll do something to you.
I mean, we nuke you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Didn't work in Independence Day.
It worked in Iron Man or Avengers.
It was gonna work. Oh no, it did work. Yeah, they nuked that.
Honestly, Avengers 1 is a really well-structured, good movie.
Yeah.
I hate that all the aliens just die whenever he explodes the mothership.
Yeah, they just nuke it.
They're not robots, they're aliens.
But they could be like a hive mind. We're not.
I think that's what they were going for.
We
but
could probably look. I'm sure there's lore on the Chitauri in actual comics.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I just plot like structure wise, I thought it was lazy. That's like, we need all the aliens to die. Like they could have used that for follow up sequels. All the Chitauri kind of scatter, and now they're like throughout Earth a little bit.
Yeah.
And, there's a maybe we could see like a like a refugee Chitauri that's like, I never wanted to fight. And granted, this is all a lot for Phase 1. Yeah. Like it's something we would see in like a Disney Plus show now.
For sure.
Anyway, continue with.
They need some help.
I guess so.
They do.
I don't think we ever see Chitauri again until.
I meant just the TV shows.
They do need some help. Major help. Major help.
Yeah. So we see Vilgax, but this is juiced up. Yeah, bulking, just down in them roids.
And I'm assuming
creatine powder.
I'm assuming he hits the gym after he gets exploded in the pilot.
Yeah.
So
because he was skinny in the pilot.
Right. And honestly, like, it's kind of a good attention to detail because when we go to Race Against Time, Secret of the Omnitrix.
Yeah, Secret of the Omnitrix.
There's like a female version of Vilgax's race, and it looks just like Vilgax from this episode. Like she's all skinny and kind of whatever.
Like almost like both genders are almost identical.
Yeah.
Before Vilgax does all the bioengineering.
Right, and they think like, oh, this is Vilgax, and they start trying to throw hands.
Yeah.
So I like the race. I guess it's a cool little
really cool alien race.
It
sucks that they made him look like a villain because then you know there's an entire planet of villain-looking people.
Right, yeah. Well,
and he's like, I'm just a farmer. It's like, you look like a bad guy.
There's I don't know if I think it's in Ultimate Alien where Vilgax comes down and he's asking Ben for help.
Yeah.
And they go to like the home world and it's like a little girl Vilgax and she looks like menacing.
Kick her in the face, bro. Like, get out of here. It's like looking at baby Hitler. It was such a weird gesture. It's
a weird moment. But that was actually, spoiler alert, for all the Disney Plus shows for Marvel.
Oh, that wasn't him.
It was a Skrull, apparently.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
So he was just like, why aren't we killing people?
Yeah, I'm just going to kill whoever.
This is war, right?
I've got like a big Iron Man suit. I'm going to kill anyone I want. So we see Phil get captured by Vilgax, and then because he's sort of like brash, and he says, "Oh, I got good instincts." Later on, but
he is just terrible. I don't know how he made it through plumber school.
Well, I don't know much about the plumbers in this. They seem kind of like Ghostbusters, where they're just like schlubby, kind of like blue collar guys that they catch rats or something. It's kind of what because
they're in the sewers shooting some aliens.
Yeah, like they're just sort of like blue collar schmoes that got to clean up it's essentially just like an infestation, but with aliens.
Aliens, man.
So Vilgax, he takes Phil hostage, young Phil, and then young Max like puts his gun down, but he's got a little secret wrist rocket. And
Buzz Lightyear in the bitch.
It really was like a Buzz Lightyear move. It was like, stop it, Zurg.
He's like, I'm prepared. He's like, oh, but now the nuke's going to go off. No, it's not. Kicks the gun. It's a goo gun.
It's got goo in it.
Let me get this straight. One of the worst villains in the galaxy. You come up there with a non-lethal weapon.
A goo gun.
Yeah. Non-lethal. Max. 2 to the brain, buddy.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, obviously they've tried to, I think that was a smart play to like restrain him.
Yeah.
Because obviously he's too tough to like kill.
I mean, they strap him to a nuclear warhead, launch it into his ship, it all blows up, and yet Vilgax is still here somehow.
Somehow.
I don't think they ever explain how he survives that.
He's just built different, I guess. I don't know.
He didn't survive his ship blowing up in the pilot. Or he survived, but he got rebuilt.
I mean, or the episode we just watched, the season finale of season 1, like his ship explodes and he comes back from that fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So why did he come back from that with a nuclear warhead attached to him, but when he's just sitting in his ship and his ship blows up?
I don't know, man.
Maybe he go through major augmentation.
Maybe he squirmed out of it or something at the last moment. I don't know.
Maybe. Who knows?
We can kind of speculate further that, like, in Ultimate Alien, you figure out that, which I hate, by the way, that his, like, actual form is like a big squid monster.
Ugh.
Hate that.
Hate it. Cthulhu type.
Retcon.
No, it's not a retcon.
You don't think so?
That could be a retcon.
They never mention it before now, but it just feels...
So if they've never mentioned it before, then it's not retcon.
Okay, and this is your whole opinion.
Sure.
Okay.
I would say the comments would tell me. We don't get comments.
Yeah. Comment. Please give us a comment.
The shorts get comments.
A couple comments.
They're not always nice.
They're usually kind of negative. Yeah, not always positive.
Well, we welcome them.
Thank you for commenting.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
they open up with that, and it's like, oh, that's what I thought was the last of Vilgax. And what's cool is this takes place like minutes after the fight with Vilgax. They're driving away from Mount Rushmore.
And we get, like, at the end of the last episode, like, the last phrase he says is, like, Grandpa, we need to have a talk. Yeah. And so it's like, oh, we're having a talk.
Yeah, they literally just picks right up.
So I like that a lot.
It's really cool.
That's one of the first times we see, and it's between seasons.
Yeah.
But it's one of the first times we see, like, a continuation from the last episode.
Mm-hmm. Which makes sense if they're still on a summer vacation.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
They can't have a jump in this kind of show.
I mean, they do though. Like every episode's different. Like they go from
But you could argue that they don't specify so much that it could be literal days.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And then we see that's where the little worm from Gwen, where she's just.
Yeah, she's
keeps not happy that these secrets were kept from her. Like, how dare you?
So
like, you don't own the right to that secret.
I think it's one of those things like Ben tries to tell. Well, they find Phil and all this stuff, and she's like, Ben's like, I shouldn't have told him about the Omnitrix, and Grandpa says, some things, or he says that's on a need to know basis, and she goes, just like your plumber stuff.
Yeah,
like she's
that is a need to know basis. You're 10,
and there's no real resolution of that. I think she's just kind of sore at Grandpa. Like that kind of lasts. It's sort of like we watched My Adventures with Superman, and we talked about how the Lois Lane controversy kind of happened.
It's the same issue
on a much lower level.
Yeah,
like she's not like, I'll quit hanging out with you.
Yeah,
because it's her grandpa, so he can't do that anyway. Yeah. But
she's got to outlive him.
Which homie lives a long time.
Yeah, you can't kill Max Tennyson.
Mm-mm. He's getting cyber enhancements too. He's gonna live forever.
He's going. He's outliving Gwen.
He's like the Uncle Iroh of this series. Like everyone just loves Max. Like I don't know anyone that dislikes Max.
Vilgax doesn't like Max.
That's fair.
He hates him.
Well, you know what? Like the Fire Lord doesn't like Zook or Iroh, so
I think he tolerates him.
He's his brother.
Yeah.
Well, he banished him, didn't he? Kind of.
Yeah, he did banish him. He said, "You failed. Get out of here." Well, you do it. You take over the Earth Kingdom.
You do it then. I like tea.
Yeah.
Let me drink my tea.
He said, "I tried taking them over. They're a tough nut. You do it." You see the Fire Lord go out there and do it? No.
He said, first of all, fire is 0.5 effective against ground, so like this is not going to work.
Jot that down.
so jot that down. So whatever we were saying, yeah. I think
we were at the secret, right? We're still at the beginning.
What did we talked about how they talked about it.
Yeah, so like I don't agree. She's upset. But like we see a lot of things too is like there's growth from season to season, but a lot of these episodes are one-off, so they don't continue the story later on kind of thing. So like you said, Gwen will be mad here. Next episode, it never existed.
Doesn't matter. She's happy to be along with the ride, you know.
So
even like later in the episode, like
she's already over it.
Yeah, like Gwen doesn't really. Toward the end of the episode, she didn't really bring it up again or say anything. But anyway, so yeah, we get the secrets revealed, and then
so Ben's like hyped.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's like, I'm carrying on the family business.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a plumber.
A plumber.
What is that from?
A plumbus.
Yeah, what is that?
It's Rick and Morty.
Ugh, never mind. Continue.
We're gonna just skip past that one.
So then they're like, they see like a bunch of
like ambulances and fire trucks.
They're all going, and Ben's like, okay, it's time to go. And he's like, Ben, wait. I don't know why Max is telling him to wait on this one. Usually they just help to help. I'm not sure why.
I don't know if
he doesn't want Ben to.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just because they just got rid of Vilgax.
He's like, maybe we should take a second.
Maybe I don't. Does he? I don't even remember.
Yeah, he tells him to wait. I mean verbatim. I don't know what he says, but he's essentially saying, Ben, don't do this. Like, wait a second. And then Ben turns into.
He's trying to go accelerate.
Yeah, and he turns into the second least useful alien. I almost said Pokemon for a second. Turns into Ripjaws, so he has to like
in the middle of the desert, like
has to hitch a ride on the fire truck.
I called it the Harry Osborn.
People have talked theories about how fast Harry Osborn has to be. Like he's faster than the Flash.
I think that was like a film theory thing or something where it's like Harry Osborn would have to move at 700 million 40 quadrillion.
I watched like a top 10 speedsters in the universe, and like Harry Osborn was the first one, and it threw me so hard because the Flash was like 2, I think, and I was like. Wait, so
the Flash is the fastest.
Flash?
Yeah, and then out of nowhere.
Harry Osborn. And it shows him do that little wink smile as he's eating the pie.
It's good pie.
Am I being punked right now?
He goes, so good.
So good.
Anyway, so he grabs on the fire truck. He heads to the crime scene. This gave me Hellboy vibes for whatever reason. Like, he kind of went in there alone. And I don't really think he sort of like commandeers the fire truck's water thing. And he makes a little rain for himself so he can breathe. He's almost
don't
like,
mind me.
yeah. The vibe's almost like, what? Like, what's wrong?
Hey, kind of soaking up a little bit.
Exactly. So they just sit him in there, like I guess he just barges in there. They don't waste too much time on it because they're just like, okay, I need to get him in here. But it's really funny to think of just like, oh, the police and the
like
firemen.
Everyone's so serious, and then all of a sudden they're like,
okay.
Hello?
Do we know the situation too? Do they say like there's an alien in there?
Yeah. They literally say like there's some sort of alien freak in there messing around, and then you just see water start falling.
So I guess it is sort of like a Hellboy thing, like send in an alien because there's an alien in there.
Yeah. You know? So he goes in there, and the alien he's got to capture is funny. He's a funny looking dude.
Well, just the first thing he does, he grabs his stomach in laughter. He's like, ah! He like opens his mouth up like super wide.
Massive.
Yeah.
He's laughing, and the little alien guy picks up a rock, hits him in the head.
It's almost that like Billy and Mandy sound effect, like donk.
Yeah, it falls over.
So he kind of like he's quick, like he's got
like a little beer belly. You know, what's the like portly? I think is the word.
I would call him portly. He's just like very small, but he reminds me a little bit of the in attitude alone. He reminds me of that little freaky platypus thing from Fantastic Beasts. You know, just like running around, sprinting around, stealing stuff, and
sticking stuff in his pouch. What a great first movie that was.
Honestly, they could have just stopped there.
Yeah, or been better with the sequels.
Yeah, planned them out maybe. Anyway, eventually we'll watch those probably.
Yeah, we'll watch a bunch of
we'll probably talk about stuff. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So then we see Phil back from the dead. He's not dead. Yeah. Max saves him from dying, so he's alive still.
Yeah, they do that whole backing up into each other kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's like E.T. They like both point at each other. You know. Who are you? They both talk together at the same time. Who are you? Who are you?
A little corny, but you know it works.
It's cute. Anyway, so Phil blasts him.
Yeah, straight up.
I guess Ben's not really he's not really expecting another person in there or something, but
it feels like shoot questions.
Shoot the questions, ask for later.
Shoot first. Something later.
Shoot first, ask questions later.
Yeah, I know, but I'm so
shoot
dumb.
First, question second. Anyway, so then he almost said Vilgax again. Fish stick is
Vilgax.
Phil, no, yeah. Ripjaws. He gets like knocked over. It's like a hotel.
Yeah,
I thought it was a bank, but it's a hotel.
Fountain in the middle too.
Right. Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But Phil's staying in the hotel later on. Mm-hmm. So that's another like Ghostbusters thing. Like in the first one, like when Slimer shows up, it's a hotel.
Yeah. Yeah. So Phil goes, "I'm gonna go get him," you know, and that little creature climbs up on a bookshelf and just knocks it over on him.
Honestly, it was super funny because he was putting his back into it. He's like, he's like powerlifting. He's like,
a bookcase. Will die.
And Phil's probably like in his 60s. I don't know. He's an older guy.
Yeah.
And so
he should have broke a hip.
I was like, okay, this is bad, but I guess he's a plumber.
Prone to breaking their hips, dog.
In this show,
it's game over. No, in general. What old person? You take 10 old people, ask them how many.
He's not that old. He's like 60. Come on.
Back in 2006, that's pretty old.
Okay, you got one.
Literally, you take a pool of 10 old people. You say, how many of y'all broke your hips? I guarantee you 7 of them have broken their hips.
Old people just be falling for real.
And if it's 0, it's because the ones that have broke their hips, dead. It's almost life-threatening at that point. You break your hip, you're going in the ground.
We've been on this tangent on this podcast before.
Bro, I'm telling you, hip breaking is killer for old people.
Rip jaws. What a rip off. That's what he says when he gets turned into him.
Oh, yeah. What a rip off.
What a rip off. I love his voice, though. Honestly, he's one of my, like, the way he looks is one of my favorite, like, looks of any alien. Like of all the aliens.
All of them?
Like, I put him, like, at second or third.
Arctiguana.
That's better.
I love Arctiguana.
I do like it, too. I wish he was in more, but then they put in Big Chill and, like...
They put him in the opener for Alien Force. You never see this man.
No, he's never in there. Like, a bunch of them are like that. All the Ben 10,000 aliens are like, Spitter. Where's Spitter been at?
He just... Isn't that the guy that gets real big?
Yeah.
That guy's cool.
He's pretty cool. They never use him, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have been pretty useful.
So, Ben uses his glorious ripjaw powers to put a box over this little Chucky alien.
He could have done it as Ben.
Yeah.
And saved himself the transformation.
He doesn't even put any weight on it. He just puts the box over, leaves it. I guess the guy under it's like, pretty nice digs.
He's like,
here.
Hey, kicks his feet up. Oh, relax back here.
Like it.
Now this is really living.
I like that box.
That's a
nice box.
They called him like a havoc beast. I thought it was a great name, but he doesn't live up to
He does be wreaking some havoc.
He do be wreaking some.
Except for the box.
No, that's
his what's in the box?
It's like in Fairly Odd Parents, like the jellyfish nets or the jellyfish nets, the butterfly nets. My brain is rotten. My brain is just a pile of goo. It's like a pile of jellyfish jelly in there.
Shut up. Some jellyfish jelly.
The
you have to try this sandwich. It's no ordinary sandwich.
The best time to wear a stripe.
You can't even go that high, bro.
The best time to wear
We don't have to do it. That hurt my ears.
Sorry. Anyway, speaking of hurting ears, we'll get to it in a minute.
Oh, yeah. I was like, where are we going with this one? I'm not privy to this information.
Anyway, so Ben transforms back into Ben, and he says, "Gotta go, dude," and he runs out of there.
And he sees like Max and Gwen come in and stuff, which they're just allowed again.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's like a perimeter, and the cops are just like, "Yeah, you know the fish guy, I guess. Go on in."
Yeah, they show up and they say, "Have you seen a fish guy come through here?"
Yeah, it's like, little girl, I'm not talking to you.
It's like, little girl, there's an actual demon from hell in there.
Like, skedaddle.
Why don't you get on? Why don't you get on?
Go on, girl, get. They say that in Titans.
Go on, girl, get.
Yeah, it's like. It's supposed to be like these bad hunters. They killed a deer, and Raven's like mad about it. They're really not in the wrong, but like you're supposed to think they are. And she starts getting mad, and the guys are literally like, "Oh, go on, girl, get out of here."
That show,
it had some ups.
Yeah.
The first season was bad. Season 2, good. After that, it was hit or miss.
I probably won't. I got a limited amount of time. You know what I'm saying?
Season 2 was so good, Hopper.
Yeah. Ugh. How long did they go?
4 seasons.
Oh wow. Anyway, so Phil gets up and he recognizes Max, and then Max is like, "Hey,
Aunt May, is that you?
Is that an angel?
Is that an angel?" I was just Grandpa Max.
That's old Max, boy. So, but yeah, they kind of reunite, and he's like, "Oh, like the Havoc Beast we fought in Detroit or wherever."
That's kind of a coincidence.
In Chicago last year.
Yeah, not last year. You weirdo.
It was just recent, like real recent.
Like, yesterday.
But so,
inquisitive.
So Ben is like, "Oh, I'm gonna tell you I got the Omnitrix," and Max stops him.
Yeah. Because
they all kind of catch up, and it's like, and it's conveniently we were just talking about you, Phil. Like, one of those things.
Like Max from the get go is not trusting Phil. They were partners for how long? I guess Max probably thought, Phil maybe not.
I don't know. Like we can kind of discuss a little bit, but he says Phil at the beginning of it, he's like, "Why would you throw your gun down?" He's like kind of mad at him, even though Vilgax has him hostage, and he goes, he's like, "I never put my gun down, kid." Yeah. So maybe they weren't really partners. Maybe they were just like, well, I guess they were partners for a little bit. Maybe they weren't like lifetime partners.
Yeah. Or
friends. Max was already like involved in the Plumbers a while, and assumedly this kid's like a rookie at the time. And he gets into this career, and we find out later that Max dries up all the plumber business because he gets rid of Vilgax, who apparently was causing all the alien problems.
I guess.
Maybe Vilgax had some kind of beef with Earth.
Not the best writing right there, but we'll take
it. Well, motivation comes in because we know that Vilgax wants the Omnitrix. Maybe he thinks it's on Earth or something. Maybe it's before the Omnitrix even happens.
Vilgax is there, so all the other aliens are like, if Vilgax is here, I guess this planet's easy pickings.
I guess so.
And then they go, oh, they launched Vilgax out to space? We out.
Well, never mind.
Yeah.
You got it.
You got it.
But I guess this show and surrounding shows like Alien Force and whatever, they even like into Alien Force and Ultimate Alien, like they say that there's like this underground society of aliens under Bellwood where Ben lives, and I think that's just to make it more like have like a more fun settings and just over in a city,
aliens and stuff. It's more normalized kind of thing.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess all that kind of happens after this season, or this series. I mean, aliens start to come back to Earth and stuff. So. But that's sort of Phil's problem. Phil's out of work.
Yeah.
And
conveniently though, he's finding work.
Yeah, conveniently there's Havoc Beast running around and
because Phil tells him, he said, "Well,
hotels.
We can get the band back together. Let's go." And Max is like, "No, we're out of here." And he's like, "Well, at least let me treat you some food and stuff. Come on back to my place." So they go back to his place.
No, they say no. They say we don't want that. And then Max rushes him out, and then he gets a little video call.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
He gets a little video call because there's like an iPad plops up on the rust bucket. And I'm like, how long has that been there? Did we not know about that? Like,
why is it here?
How has Ben
and Gwen not accidentally activated it, as snoopy as they are?
We get a lot of new tech on the rust bucket this episode. So this episode's like, Max is a BA. He's got all this junk in his thing that we just never used before.
Yeah.
I guess he was trying to hold cover. Now he just like, it was whatever.
Because that's when they're talking like, what gives? Why would you let me tell him about the Omnitrix? He's like, It's on a need to know basis.
Well, I guess we weren't on a need to know basis before.
Cry about it. Go lay down in the back, okay? You want to back talk? Go on.
Yeah, exactly. Go on,
girl, get. I don't need that sass right now. I'm driving.
I'm a grandpa.
Yeah.
I eat biscuits and sausage in the morning.
Listen to Peepaw. You get back there right now. Peepaw will give you a whooping. Tell me you ain't heard some grandpa say something like that, dude.
One time my grandpa, God bless him, he was so sweet. He's the sweetest
bless
man.
His heart.
Bless his soul. He's the sweetest man of all time. He tried paddling me as a kid, and he just he hit me this hard.
You should have cried.
Dude, he was about to cry. He was like...
Yeah, they're always bark, no bite. You know?
Exactly. I was like, I don't want to act like this doesn't hurt because maybe he'll like shoot me or something. Like he'll grab a gun and be like, "That didn't hurt, huh?"
He's crying about spanking you.
I was probably like 4 years old. I don't know.
So he's probably it'll kill him to kill you.
I probably was old. I was probably like 7 or 8. Yeah. But I remember thinking like, do I need to act like this hurts so I don't have to get something worse?
Yeah.
Okay. Ow. Like I faked it. Like
it was wild too because the grandpas were usually like no bark, all bark, no bite. My grandma, bro, she'd light that ass up.
Did she go get a switch?
Yeah, she would, dude. She'd use it too.
Well, she wouldn't go get it. She would say, "You go get a switch. Like pick your own gun."
Diabolical, dude.
Diabolical.
And then you get spanked harder if you picked a wimpy one.
Yeah, she then breaks it off on you, dude.
Yeah, you had to be a fair judge of that character, the thistle you had to go get. You know. But sometimes she
come back with like a baseball bat that has nails in it. You're like, "Here you go, Grandma." She hits you like the Negan guy from Walking Dead. Poof, poof.
No, bro, I love my grandma. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
But dude, she was all bite.
She lights you up.
She was bark and bite, dude. She'd be yelling.
She feisty, bro.
She was old school, dude.
Anyway, so speaking of old school.
That's the problem with these kids. They ain't got them old school grandmas whooping that ass.
I'm about to be an old school grandpa. Hit him with the old, old drop kick.
Hey, Quinn, get over here. Elbow to the face.
Hit him with the old leg lock, figure 4 leg lock, bro.
That's how we did it in Nam, Gwen. Man up. You know how many secrets they kept from us over there?
You have any kind of deal what kind of crazy aliens were hanging out in Vietnam at that time?
We didn't even know what Agent Orange was. They just told us drop this. You think we felt betrayed?
Gwen's like, okay, God, whatever.
Oh, God, get over here. Go pick out a switch. But I'm telling you, I'm hearing my grandparents right now in my head.
Say, Ben, turn the forearms. We got to teach her a lesson.
Ben, close your eyes. You ain't watching this. You open them, I'm going to beat you too.
Oh, my God.
What part of the country are we from?
You don't think we're from the Southeast, do you?
You already know.
So anyway, speaking of old school discipline.
You know my grandma never broke her hip, beat my ass, you know?
She like breaks your foot off in your ass like, my hip.
I'll go get you another switch. Maybe throw my hip out.
This is so stupid, dude. Oh my God.
All because Gwen wants to smart off. She gets us all these rants, bro. I'm telling you. Kids these days,
Kids these days,
get me
bro.
heated.
What? Okay, so they find some dogs. They find some doggies in a factory.
Yeah, they get that distress call. Phil's at it again.
Here he goes.
Yeah, they go, and they're so cool. They're Vulpamancers.
Vulpamancers. I'm assuming either, okay.
I'm thinking Wild Mutt grows up into that.
I agree. I didn't check the species names, but I think he is a Vulpamancer.
Yeah.
Either that or it's very similar. It's like a zebra horse situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could be like very similar.
Yeah.
They don't seem to be as communicative as Wild Mutt.
I think they are. They just don't give a f***.
They're ready to just fight.
Says, we've been in this no void.
We've been in jail.
He pulls a Roman from Fast and Furious. So, we hungry. We hungry.
We gonna eat. We hungry.
Eat, yeah. Roman Pierce, baby.
Well, you know what's funny? Like they aren't just like food motivated specifically because they're in like a food factory.
Yeah.
But
well, I think it's because they recognize Phil.
I think you're. Yeah, they were just trying to. They're trying to throw hands. Yeah, they wanted to go.
Yeah, but there's such cool artwork, dude.
I love how like they don't really have lips. They just have like teeth coming out of their mouth, like gnaw, like they're pinchers. But they've got like a tail that kind of differentiates
like
them from
it looks like a lion tail.
Like some kind of big cat, like a tiger.
Yeah.
Like
I want to touch them. I want to pet them.
Yeah,
I want to pet them.
They kind of remind me of like the things from Lord of the Rings, like the big wolf guys from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wargs.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Shadow of War?
Oh, dude, I played Shadow of Mordor.
Oh, okay.
Shadow of War. I tried getting into. I was in some other games. I never.
I want to go back through both those games because I really enjoyed
They're so good.
And
the combat's so
dude,
fun.
the enemy system where you get to like build up a thing. Yes, dude. Oh, so cool. There was a rumor that Wonder Woman game was going to come out with that same like system.
Oh, that'd be neat.
Because Warner Brothers owns that.
I'd play
like,
a Wonder Woman game.
I would too. Put more. Okay, I love Spider-Man to death, but we don't need any more Spider-Man games or Batman games. Give us like a Superman game or a Captain America game.
Blue Beetle. There's so many.
Blue Beetle, dude.
Oh, Blue Beetle.
Why is there no more superhero video games?
Dump it to Crumpet.
Dump it to Crumpet.
I saw that today, and I was just like, dump it to Crumpet, bro.
I thought they said that in the movie. It's just like a little sticker on like
I saw you put it on there. There's so many heroes you could have games of.
That's a good comment question. What video game do you want that's based on a superhero?
Yeah, they tried to do the Avengers game where it was like a looter shooter kind
of thing. That was not good. But they got greedy on that one because they tried to get like microtransaction kind of.
And it was like they were doing that over like story beats and stuff.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you don't need to have like your first person story with like the actual like looter shooter.
But you could like
elements.
interchange out of whatever hero. They all had their own like abilities.
It was a good idea. It's kind of like Suicide Squad's having the same sort of issues, I think.
I think that they're just mired in like developmental crap.
Yeah, they delayed that. I think people got the whole
like 3 times, dude.
Yeah, because they released something with the Battle Pass on it, and then people were like, "Battle Pass? This should be a single player."
Of the Battle Pass.
Fortnite Battle Pass.
I just in my ass.
In my ass.
Yeah.
Anyway, we can come back to it a different day, but.
No, I've got some tentative hopes for that.
Some of the Hulk games are really fun too, like Hulk Ultimate Destruction.
I've not played any of the Hulk games.
Oh, dude, awesome stuff.
The Iron Man game that came out on PlayStation 2, so good.
Wolverine's got some good games.
Never played it.
So they beat the doggies up. Some fun
Ben's
action.
like, I'm gonna talk to him. Like, nah,
doesn't have
backhands him.
We don't speak your language. I don't speak your language.
Sorry.
You're welcome.
So there's a cool little fight scene there.
I do like the factory setting. I've always liked that. That gives you like conveyor belt options. It gives you like chains and we kind of touched on this.
Swinging on him. And
stuff. We touched on this a little while ago. He's sort of the acrobatic alien.
Yeah.
Which I mean, they got a flying alien, so what do you need an acrobatic alien? I guess just to like give him his strengths and weaknesses and stuff.
Yeah. You notice, bro, they never animate his lower legs.
Yeah.
When he's jumping, they're just there. Like it's like swimmers who've like they're like paralyzed from the waist down, but they do like heavy swimming.
Oh,
and stuff,
sure, yeah.
That's how I feel like Wild Mud is. Every time he's doing stuff, his legs are just dangling.
Well, I read something about I maybe watched a video about it. It was how dogs like don't know they've got back legs because they only ever see us walking around on two legs, so they just think, oh yeah, these are my 2 legs, and then like they have to get trained to know that they have 4 legs.
I'm telling you, Lance, my dog stays eating the out of his back leg. He sees it, it's on sight.
What is that?
Dude, and he'll spin in circles just screaming as he's biting his leg. I'll look over, he's got his whole leg in his mouth.
He's like, that hurts. It hurts even better.
Yeah. So you like that?
Yeah.
Show you, buddy.
So maybe there's some of that going on.
Smart dog, and he's an idiot. We taught him shake the other day.
Oh, shaky booty?
Shake your booty up. Mr. Whiskers. You're Brandy and Mr. Whiskers?
Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. Disney Channel?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Did you ever watch it?
Yeah, there was like a little gecko guy or something. Landlord gecko.
Was it Kaylee Cuoco?
So they beat, with some help from Phil, Ben ends up beating the Volpomancers.
Yeah, he brings out like this sonic thing. And again, they're like weak to the sound. Like dogs, like a dog whistle. And Max is again like, it's weird you have that on you to
convenient.
Fight Volpomancers, And then the Volpomancer's like, bruh, backhands Phil.
Out of here.
Yeah, out of here that breaks it. And then...
Phil's like,
we messed up.
It's like that from Syndrome where he like his remote control breaks and he's like, he's like, I gotta get out of here.
I didn't plan anything past this.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry. So then Max is like forklift certified.
Oh yeah.
It's the second time we've seen a forklift.
I think the first one was Kevin Levin.
Yeah.
Lab.
And he uses it to barrel him into a storage thing and then drops the door on him. Which doesn't look like it's strong enough to hold them, but it holds them. And then they just leave, first of all.
Oh, yeah, they'd get... I'm sure... I think we can kind of assume that they put them in the null void or something. Even though we don't... The null void thing doesn't just show up.
Yeah, it doesn't show up till way later.
Maybe they called animal control. Who do you call for that?
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe they... Yeah, maybe... Well, no, okay. I bet you Phil's got some sort of containment unit that's not the null void projector. Like in his truck or... Maybe. Well, no, he's driving like a car around.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's driving like...
Those things just stayed there.
I guess they died unless they ate each other.
No, someone came in. Someone works there. They opened that container at some point.
They put a big sign on there that says, "Do not open. Beware, dog."
Yeah, they're like,
okay.
So then they leave there, and Max. They go back to the hotel.
Yeah, the hotel that he gets comped for because he takes care of the havoc beasts.
So he's very selfish.
Ben does it.
Yeah. So Ben's like pigging out. The food looks so good. Shrimp. It's like shrimp and like bread and stuff. I'm like, man, that stuff looks delicious.
Max is suspicious. He's like, why? They're just like those two Vulpamensters we fought back in Fresno back in the 80s.
You're just making up things right now.
Yeah, I don't know what they. I don't know what. I don't know when or where.
Check us. He is totally making all this up. Do not trust what this man says.
The editor will not double check. Don't worry, he will not do it.
He'll be like, yeah, this guy.
Yeah, right.
And then Phil is like, once again, like, come on, let's get the band back together. You got the Omnitrix. That's huge. My instincts, I'm totally good.
Yeah, my instincts are better than anything of all time.
Yeah. So Max is like, I think I'm going to go get some air. And so he leaves. And then right after, Phil's like, kids, why don't you order anything off the service bar?
He's
I'm going to go kill your grandpa.
Yeah, he's like, keep yourself busy, why don't you? He's like, turn the TV up really loud.
So Gwen is like, something fishy's going on over here.
And Ben is just couldn't be concerned.
Bro, I would be Ben. I say food, I'm instantly disarmed.
Dude, okay, imagine, like, do you remember when you were young, if you, like, go into a hotel and be like, there's room service here?
I've never been to a hotel when I was young. We went to motels. We went to Motel 6, that was it. And we all had to hide in the closet because they charged more, and we were all short. So all the kids this is a true story. We went to Cocoa Beach down in Florida, okay, when we lived in Florida. It was my family, so 4 kids, my mom and stepdad, and then my uncle, his 2 kids, and his wife. We got 2 rooms. God. All 4 of us slept in one closet, and we used our beach towels as blankets. And then the same thing happened on the other side with my uncle and cousins. That was us when we were kids, bro. I had a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles towel, and I loved that thing. That was my blanket. We brought like Hot Pockets to put in the microwave. That's what we ate for like breakfast and lunch.
It's so sad, bro.
That's a core memory for me.
Anyway.
I love that vacation, honestly.
To be fair, my mom was pretty cheap. Like, she would never let us get anything off the room service menu because it costs more to, like, bring it up to the room and stuff.
They charge you stuff.
But the Intercontinental Breakfast, bro. Ooh.
I wish I could. Like, now when I travel for work, I'm like, I don't want to get up early, but they got that breakfast down there?
Breakfast. You mean I could have cereal and waffles in the same thing?
And oatmeal?
What is it about, like...
too? The good oatmeal?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. They get the brown sugar.
Big-ass Quaker Oats thing where they just poured it in, add water, and served it to you?
Yeah, don't even add salt or nothing.
Yeah, sugar.
Brown sugar, apples, fried apple. Oh, dude. I want some oatmeal now.
Dump it to crumpet,
Dump it to crumpet, dog. But no, yeah.
How do we get on that? Oh, yeah, room service. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you, like, as an adult, because of that childhood stuff, I see food like that, bro. You're my best friend. We're eating good tonight.
Monkey D. Luffy.
Yeah.
There's like a running joke with One Piece where like he's indifferent about something. Yeah. Someone gives him food and he's like, I will help you overthrow your whole government and I will do it with a smile on my face. Like, you got any more of that shrimp over there? Like,
please, sir. Map small.
Anyway, but yeah, so, I don't know. Like we see like the Intercontinental Breakfast thing too. Just to keep going on that, like. The normal person would be like, "Oh, I'll have this and this." My ass is in there like, "I gotta have some of this and some of this." And I'm taking this muffin,
dude. Everything I see is going on my plate.
Same. Yeah, I'm gonna eat every bit of it.
Every bit of it. You don't waste.
That's the buffet mindset. We got the buffet mindset.
I know. I think that's why we bond so much. How many times have we been like, "Hey, you for lunch? You want to go to a buffet?"
And we don't kiss.
Yeah. We don't do it.
You remember that bit from the beginning of the episode?
Yeah, I remember it.
Anyway, so then, so I guess they go back to Mount Rushmore.
We don't kiss on the
yeah, okay.
He took the headphones off.
My ears are sweaty. Back at the.
I love making these videos, bro.
I'm having a great time. Yeah, it's great. I think Max goes back to Mount Rushmore. Mm-hmm. He finds like the null void projector is gone.
Yeah.
They had stashed a bunch of aliens in this alternate dimension known as the null void, sort of the Phantom Zone if you're familiar with not Marvel, DC superhero Superman.
Make you go. pick out your own Switch.
Well, it's funny too. Like in Lego Batman, that's where they bring out like Saruman's trapped in the Phantom Zone, King Kong. Have you not seen Lego Batman?
No.
You've never seen Lego Batman?
No.
Dude, you gotta go watch Lego Batman.
Okay.
Maybe we do a binge series of Lego movies. Yeah.
Because there's 2 Lego movies.
There's 2 Lego movies. There's Lego Batman. There's like a Ninjago movie.
Maybe.
It could fit.
We'll workshop it.
It could fit. Anyway, I won't talk about that anymore. But there's all these essentially, it's like a whole different dimension. Yeah, so Max is like,
yeah, it's just a big zone you just dump your trash in.
Yeah, right.
Criminals.
And so that's where we figure out like Phil had stolen the null void projector. It's like this like kind of light beam, almost like movie projector type thing. And it opens a portal to a different dimension where all these like alien criminals are held, and he uses it to essentially put. It's sort of like the Terrifiers. Did you ever watch that movie with Michael J. Fox? You know what I'm talking about? He's a psychic who is like kind of broke down on his luck, but he can see ghosts, and he's friends with 2 ghosts, and he's like, okay, I need you guys to go in here and haunt this house, and then I can come in and exorcise it. Yeah, it's the same exact thing.
Exactly what Phil's doing though. He's creating his own work to get money.
But
and fame.
I guess with the difference being like Michael J. Fox and the Terrifiers, I think it's called the Terrifiers. He's not like hurting people. Like he's just sort of he's terrifying them, but he's not like killing people that are hurting. Whatever. Phil is being dangerous. He's letting out alien creatures. Oh
he can't even. He's not even good at controlling.
Right.
I mean, both aliens that he's tried to break out, he's failed at doing.
Well, to be fair, Ben was there messing with him. Well, no, because the Vulpamancers knocked out the thing. So
yeah. So it's all him being bad at his job.
No, dude, he's got them good instincts.
Oh, his instincts are trash. Yeah. So Phil's right behind him at this point. His car kind of looks like Kevin Levin's car.
Kevin Levin's from Alien Force.
Yeah, a little bit. It's blue. It's kind of a little more stumpy though, not as full.
It's probably just art style change or something. I'm sure they're both based on the same, whatever it is.
But I could have swore I guess not, but I thought he had like tricked out his car, and you could see like he'd open up racks and see like weapons and stuff. But I guess not. Huh?
I don't think so.
I was watching it, waiting for it. It never happened. I remember being disappointed about it. But he's like, well, unfortunately, if you're not going to join me, you're dead.
Gotta kill you.
Yeah. And then that happens. Yeah. Grandpa Max dies, and
sad day. Real sad. And Ben just still, he stays there eating the food.
Eating the hotel food.
So
he's like the people from Spirited Away.
He turns into a pig.
Bro, that food looks so good that they're just, oh man, I'm like, put me in there, coach.
I got it, dog.
Yeah, I'll be a pig.
Don't put the crumb in,
I'll be an oinker, dude, all day.
A big fat pig.
Yeah, make me a porker.
Man, that movie's great.
Yeah, it's really good. No, but he's like, well, I'll just tell Ben you fought him off valiantly and all that stuff.
He's like, your last words to me were how you want him to become my new partner.
Yeah.
So, ugh.
And then Ben's like, yeah, well, I was here, Chief. Not having it.
He's accelerated. He just speeds on through.
Yeah, he catches Grandpa Max.
Luckily, he gets accelerated and turned into Fishman again.
Which is kind of funny that the guy runs away. He gets in his car and drives away. Gwen ends up like getting in the car. You're accelerating. What you do is you run past the big monster.
Yeah.
You grab Phil, knock him in the head. He's knocked out, and then you go deal with the monster.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
Well,
Phil's
could even
60 with a potentially broken hip. He's not getting very far.
And he's got this great instincts, though. He's really getting past
his instinct is he's about to get punched in the face.
Well, okay, so that's the whole plan is like Gwen hides out in his car for some reason.
But she doesn't know he's even bad. She never goes in and sees this.
Maybe she's like checking his car out, and he just like she hears him coming, and she has to hide real quick.
But again, she doesn't know that he's a bad guy. She
suspects
he's getting in the car.
She suspects something because Grandpa suspects something, I think.
Yeah. So Grandpa Max and Ben are fighting this guy. What a cool! I'm loving the amount of aliens we see in this first. They really came out with a bang.
I mentioned Hellboy, but I think this is sort. I mean, kind of like Hellboy 2 design or something, kind of. But like really cool design. It's like a big ogre. He calls it like some kind of like
something orc.
It's like an orc beast or something. Yeah. It's awesome. It has like little beady eyes on the side of his head.
It's got like 4 little
crab legs, yeah.
That spear you. If
it looks awesome. And he's got like big, like he's hulking like a big monster. Like, so
really
cool.
Good design. The Vulpamancers look so sick.
The little Havoc Beast is funny. He's a good looking design.
The flying monster we see later.
The really Null Guardian, I think is what it.
Super cool aliens. Yeah. It's mired in the fact that we get both Gray Matter and Ripjaws in this episode, though.
I love Ripjaws. Don't talk crap about Ripjaws.
Sucks.
No, he's awesome.
He's awesome.
I wish he had more to do.
Yeah, me too. I would like him if he was useful.
I think there's like a total of 2 episodes that like focus on the water. There's like the squid robot episode, remember that? Mm-hmm. And then there's this Kraken thing. The Kraken episode?
Another Kraken episode?
No, in the first. No, I'm saying he really only gets 2 episodes to shine. Yeah. And it's the water episode.
Isn't there one where like the rich grandpa they all go underwater?
That's it. That's the robot squid episode.
Got you. Yeah, so they're fighting that, and Gwen's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get in this car. Nothing bad can happen here." So he's driving away, thinking he solved it. I mean, they're big on driving away, thinking that their problems are solved.
He ought to just get a gun. I know, like I say that a bunch, but like they're like, okay, what's more efficient?
Yeah,
you're in a room with all these space weapons. What's more efficient, Phil? Then, okay, I'll open up a portal and set a big monster free. I know Max is a freaking beast with monsters. He's like one of the goats of all time. Ben has got the literal Omnitrix, one of the best.
How you stop Max? Break his hip.
Shut up.
Just take one to the leg. He's out. He gone.
What?
You know?
Well, then, like, okay, power scaling, too. Talking about power scaling. Max gets, like, injured by, like, some stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes he's like, oh, I can't run very fast. And other times he's like, yeah, I'm going to kill everybody. I'm the best monster hunter in the entire world. But anyway, they beat the screen thing. But, like, bro, Phil, I'm serious, bro. Get a gun. Somebody. Find a gun that shoots a bullet. Your
instincts should be telling you to shoot them in the head.
You ought to know that letting a big monster loose is not the best way to kill somebody. If that's what you're your
instincts suck. If that's your instinct, buddy, you have no instincts. You're just bad at your job. You're a bad person. Honestly, you're just a disappointment.
We are just really upset at you, Phil.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And you've got the Phil. Get a new name, too. Okay, while you're at it.
Philip is better. Be Philip. Yeah.
Anything.
Little baby
Every
called
time I
Phil.
hear Phil, I think Phil Dunphy from Modern Family, which he's the GOAT.
You don't think Phil DeFranco?
No, because he's Philip DeFranco to me.
Oh, that's fair. Anyway, so then they're driving away. Gwen tries to steal the null void projector. She ends up getting yanked, snatched. Like he kind of grabs it from behind, like a parent expecting a snack in a road trip.
The dad.
And he's just like, give me that granola or whatever she's eating back there. And
give me that oatmeal.
Give me that delicious economy sweets oatmeal.
I ain't got no teeth. I gotta gum it.
So then she accidentally shoots it off, and then like the Null Guardian comes out. It looks like the monsters from Force Awakens. Speaking of, remember those like smuggled monsters they had? It looks like the thing from Guardians 2 that's eating the batteries. Arbulary batteries.
Looks a little bit like Wild Mutt with wings and tentacles.
A little bit. But it's a good design.
Really cool design.
I love it.
Yeah.
Like in the, they get more to do like in the more, the Devoid episodes with Animo. Remember? Yeah. They get more to do in that stuff. But
this is where we see Grandpa Max also breaks out the rust bucket.
Oh yeah.
He's got the rockets on the back, dude, and strapped. It still takes him a while, in my opinion, to catch up to him. He shouldn't have been going. He shouldn't have gone that far.
I mean, he put rocket thrusters on his rust bucket van, so I don't know.
That thing's hitting orbit.
It must be. But like I was saying, like that would have been helpful in previous episodes.
Oh yeah. 100,
just to be like, 100%. We got to catch up to something real quick. Let me just turn on the turbo diesel. You know what I'm saying?
Turbo diesel.
Turbo diesel.
So as they're fighting, they release that creature, and Ben's like, I think he says he wants to go like forearms or something.
I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say what the best choice. I always say accelerate because he could just do.
I thought he was gonna go like Stinkfly and
that could
do
be good.
An aerial battle.
That could be good.
Instead he gets the useless gray matter, which surprises me. He jumps on the back of the creature, and he's like, oh, if I grab your nerve cluster here and this right here, I can actually control you.
Yeah,
it's like Ratatouille.
Yeah. He starts cooking a 4-star dish, like just in front of him.
Yeah, the tentacles, dude. He chops up his own tentacles. Hey, you want calamari?
It's like your dog, like eating his own foot.
Full circle. Oh, or in that Gen V when she goes, eat your own hands.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh.
We're going to do an episode on Gen V.
Yeah, we're talking about Gen V, guys. We got a couple episodes coming out with Gen V, spinoff for the boys.
Look your hands in my shot.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's controlling it, ends up wrecking it into the car.
He says a funny bit where he's like, if I could control the nerve clusters and put math to the power of pi, and he goes, I really wish I knew what I was talking about.
God, I hate him, dude. I hate him so much.
That's Ben. It's not gray matter.
So he wrecks into the car, and they're like kind of sitting there on the railing and stuff, and the guy's like, well, you got any last words or whatever? I'm just going to shoot you. and Gwen throws him the mirror, the rear view mirror thing, and he just reflects it back. It's the funniest look too, because it hits him and then he looks like he's gonna fall.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of falls into nothingness. The chase felt built up just for him to
kind of like, I think there is an episode in Omniverse. I can't be for sure about this, but the editor will tell us if there's an episode in Omniverse.
Dude,
with
you're
Phil.
overworking this guy.
Yeah, he's poor editor, man.
Poor editor.
We're already going like 7 hours long on this.
It's this guy overworking the editor. You'd be like, I am the editor.
Yeah, right. Anyway, but I think there's a sequel to this where we see Phil, and I think he kind of turns a new leaf, but he's probably still bad. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've watched the shows. Anyway, but that sort of wraps it up. Gray Matter's like...
So yeah, Gwen goes, see ya, and he goes, and I definitely don't want to be ya. And I'm like,
get a point.
You're so clever, Ben.
Anyway, so they put the null void projector back in the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
And that sort of sets up for, I mean, there's not really an overarching plot in this one. I mean, we kind of get...
It's a bunch of one-offs.
Yeah, we get elements of like the last season come
Ghost
back.
Freak gets a little bit in this one.
I think it's season 3.
How many seasons are there?
4.
No, because season 2 he gets disappeared, and season 3 is the overarching like bringing him back.
Oh, you may be right.
Yeah, I think he goes bad in this season. It's like a subplot.
It's
like a couple episodes.
I love that whole thing.
I'm ready for it.
So ready.
Dumping it to crumpet.
Bro.
But yeah, they go to Mount Rushmore. They put it up, and
that sets up the season finale. Whenever
we'll see a return of some people.
Yeah, I don't want to even say.
No. We don't.
If you're watching along, you've never seen it before.
Yeah,
you've seen it.
What are you doing here?
If you haven't seen it,
if you're here and you haven't seen it,
go watch it. Why are you watching us?
Yeah,
I mean, watch us afterwards.
What are you saying, dog?
No, go watch us after.
Just watch both.
Yeah,
at the same time.
Ours is way longer than the actual episode.
It's worth it though. You don't get this kind of chemistry.
Yeah, we don't kiss though. I promise.
What was that thing? Ben said something so stupid, but it was like super smart, and we were like, "What?" Oh, he goes, "That doesn't look like the state bird of South Dakota to me." First of all, Ben doesn't even know what a state bird of anything is, much less does he know what state they're in.
I cracked up, bro.
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome.
That was totally a Gwen statement. That was not a Ben statement right there.
No, it was like, that was a funny joke.
It was funny because it's like, Ben, what the f*** are you saying right now, dog?
But that's an alien from outer space. I love that.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, good episode. I think I like that it's sort of like an element from Grandpa's past comes and he's the villain.
I love exposition and lore.
And it does sort of put Grandpa Max as this guy's, like Grandpa Max indirectly put him out of work.
Yeah.
So
it's also kind of...
It motivates that choice.
It's like bittersweet because the cat's out of the bag. There was like a mystery to Grandpa Max in season 1. And you were just like, you wanted to know, and now it's out. And you're like, whoa. And then you're like, oh, dang.
Well, we still have more to explore, like Xylene.
Ooh.
His old flame.
Yeah, and we'll also get some more backstory on Forever Nights, which is good and stuff.
I like
the universe is expanding.
Oh yeah. I like all the lore building. The world's growing. We're about to get another alien.
Yeah,
for the first time.
Tune in next episode. We will be seeing the arrival of
Bolt, who I think is lame at first, and then he.
I think he's sick.
Well, no, he really redeems himself toward
the end. The white part of him, I guarantee, feels like a dolphin.
Shut up.
It does, dude. I'll be touching it. It's a dolphin.
Okay. What's the outside?
The outside's got to be like armadillo or something.
Rhino hide, maybe.
Yeah, or like a basketball.
Does anyone get this bit we're doing? It's like.
Is this a bit? I'm being dead ass right now, bro.
I made fun of you for this like the first episode.
I know you made fun of me, but I'm bringing it back.
It's like a dolphin. This is funny. Anyway.
Yeah, well, we'll see you guys next week for episode 2.
Bye.